I play Walter Stackhouse in A Kind of Murder. It's based on the Patricia Highsmith novel The Blunderer. And when you meet Walter, he is in a difficult marriage, to say the least, trying to figure out an exit strategy to that. And he gets fascinated by, really obsessed. He's a freelance writer as well, just sort of on the side. And he gets fascinated by this murder that's happened. And this starts this through line, this obsession with him in his own life of, wow, this man, seemingly, this other man, killed his wife. What would happen if I did that? I could never do that, but what would happen if I did? And then what happens? Well, yeah, I won't give too much away. But yes, and then you get on a very Highsmithian psychological thriller. I mean, I think with it depends. You know, there's no sort of one uh, process for each role. For this, obviously, the source material was a great help. The book, and even though we've deviated from the book a fair amount, there's still the bones are still there. Um, but with a guy that makes little mistakes along the way, you just have to have the right circumstances because what happens on the screen is what is the choice. Not your Walter's going along with you. You're seeing this as it happens to Walter. So there's nothing too methodical about where am I going with this. He doesn't know the conversation he's about to be in. He just knows that he needs to walk up to somebody, if that makes sense. Um, so there's that. There's also just the time period can sort of help with wardrobe, with style, the way you walk, the way you sort of carry yourself. I mean, that's something sort of that's fun as an actor to kind of dig into. Yeah, Jesse's great. You know, we did the A Team together, although we didn't really have much to do. We actually did a photo shoot 100 years ago. It feels like. So I've known her off and on for several years. So this was something. I've gone to her with stuff. She's come to me with stuff as well. So it's pretty cool. I've always been a big fan of hers. Yeah, I mean, for her, this was she goes out on a limb. This is not her comfort zone, which is I think why she gravitated towards it. I mean, Claire really loses her mind in a way that we're not really used to, and at times very unlikable, abrasive from Walter's perspective, and then you sort of try to understand where she's coming from. And so we had a great working relationship. She was uh, extremely driven. You could tell very passionate about wanting to be a part of the film. So anytime somebody has that drive to make, uh, she's a gamer, as we say. She's she's down with it. She was, and that's really all you want. You want somebody that you have chemistry with, and that's driven, and that's got the chops, and that's her definitely. There's a few scenes that were pretty difficult, I suppose. One of them, unfortunately, was cut, so we don't talk about that one. You'll never see that one, or maybe you will. Yeah, no, the ending was tough. Sort of understanding where he was at the end and what we wanted for him to end with, uh, without giving too much of it away. You wanted, this was a guy that had never been a part of something real, if that makes sense. He felt like his marriage was a sham and his career, it's fine, but he really is a frustrated writer, and he wasn't, he got published because it was in a crappy little, collection of stories. So he's never felt really important. And by the end, he feels like he's in the middle of something, which is important.